It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to this very special edition of Science Bowl, the Middle School Championship, the finale to our 24th season. The two schools here emerging from our 16 original competitors. We wish them both luck. Let's meet them now. First from Drew Freeman Middle School, making their first appearance ever in the finals. Please say hello to Ina Haya, Savannah Nelson, and Dwayne Smith. And from Kenmoor Middle School, our contestants Ahmed Kamil, Vishnu Rachakanda, and Alex Yu. And now here are the categories of questions we use on Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
Here on Science Bowl on our game board, question difficulty on the left-hand side, the easier questions worth 5 and 10 points. The tougher ones worth 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. At the end of the 2 rounds today, we will crown the 2010 Middle School Champion. A lot at stake today. It is our Super Bowl. Let's make sure everything's working properly. Let's go to the red team. Savannah, try your buzzer for me. Thank you, and good luck to you, to Dwayne and to Ina. And Vishnu, would you try yours? Thank you. Looks like it's in good shape. Good luck to you, to Alex, and to Ahmed. Are we ready? Everyone's hands are on the buzzers over there. Congratulations for making it this far in the competition. May the better team win. We go alphabetically D before K, so Drew, Freeman, and Savannah, let's play the bowl.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, what green thing is a tropical tree and a body part that is read by psychics? Kenmoor.
Palm.
A palm, that's right. Both words suffice. Green, please.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points. Teams, your question is as follows. If you go to a plastic surgeon and get otoplasty, O-T-O, you're going to have what sense organs pinned closer to your head? Kenmoor.
Ears.
Ears, your ears, otoplasty. All right. Green again.
Science Potpourri for 10.
Science Potpourri for 10 points. Teams, your answer will be a meteorological term. According to anemometers placed in all 50 states, Texas has the highest of these anywhere. Savannah?
Population densities.
Not population density. Remember, it's a meteorological term. Kenmoor, what meteorological term answers this question? With anemometers in all 50 states, Texas has the highest what?
Wind speed.
Wind speed, absolutely right. It is the windiest state, followed by Wyoming. All right, you're off to a fast start. Go green.
Dateline Science for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. Teams, what famous scientist who, among his other accomplishments, invented the first reflecting telescope? Kenmoor?
Galileo.
Not Galileo. Drew Freeman, among his other accomplishments, he did invent the first reflecting telescope. He also said famously, "I have stood on the shoulder of giants." Who was he?
Hubble.
Newton. Isaac Newton. Try again, please. Green. Good try.
Let's get physical for 10.
Let's get physical for 10 points. Teams, minus 459.4 degrees Fahrenheit is absolute what? Absolute what, Kenmoor?
0.
0. Yes, indeed. It can't get any lower than that. That's when all Brownian moving stops. Go green.
Zoo Parade for 10.
Zoo Parade for 10 points. Teams, Old MacDonald probably never had this in mind, but down in Mississippi and other states, there's some Piscine farming going on. What kind of animals are they raising on those farms? Kenmoor? What are they raising, Vishnu?
Snakes.
Not snakes, no. Drew Freeman, there's some Piscine farming going on down there in Mississippi and some other states. Old MacDonald probably never thought about this. What kind of creatures are they raising on those farms? What you think?
Ladybugs.
Ladybugs. You know the zodiac sign Pisces? Fish, Piscine farming. That was your clue there. No points, 50 to 90. Kenmoor, go.
Dateline Science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. Teams, the Scottie was only the most recent of these T-initial kinds of dogs that won the Westminster Dog Show. Kenmoor.
Terrier.
Terriers, the Scotch Terrier, absolutely right. Not the Jack Russell or the Airedale. The Terriers, for some reason, they always win. They don't get the Labs or the Golden Retrievers that everybody loves. Not that you don't dislike, or not that you don't like Terriers. Go green.
Let's get physical for 15.
Get physical for 15 points. Teams, the chemical element indium is named for the color indigo. Drew Freeman? Somebody rang in over there.
Blue.
But that's a good try. That's a good try. Kenmoor, the chemical element indium is named for the color indigo, which falls between what two colors on the electromagnetic spectrum?
Electromagnetic.
Kenmoor?
Purple and blue.
Purple and blue. Roy G. Biv. All right, blue, indigo, violet, which is we will accept as purple. Good. All right, nice try there, guys. I like your spirit. Keep it up. Go green.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. Teams in the movie Avatar, the mineral unobtainium is what everyone is looking for because it offers no resistance to electrical current, making it a super what, Drew Freeman?
Conductor.
You got that right, a superconductor. You got that. Go Savannah, you nailed it.
All right, zoo parade for 20.
Zoo parade for 20 points. Teams down in Argentina, there's a woman who has a pet capybara. It's a 100-pound member of what order? Kenmoor.
Rodents.
Rodents, yes, it's the biggest rodent on Earth. It has incisors that grow from the upper and lower jaw like all rodents, and they don't stop, which is why they have to gnaw so much. A semi-aquatic rodent, a capybara. Go green.
Zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade for 15 points. Teams, primitive animals that live and work at night are given what kind of adjective to describe them? Kenmoor. Nocturnal animals, absolutely. All right, the buzzer has rung. We've come to the end of the first round. It's been mostly Kenmoor thus far. We'll be back with round 2 of this championship match in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Yes, this is the finale. We started with 16 middle schools down to our final 2. They are very accomplished players. We're proud of all of them. Today's winner takes home a plaque for the school and individual plaques for all of the players and alternates. And all of our players take home Audubon field guides in their choice of subject as a tribute to their outstanding accomplishments here on the Science Bowl. And we will have our board member, Pat Fletcher, out in a few moments to present the trophies to our winning team and to the runner-up. Let's now find out about our players. Let's go first to Drew Freeman. First time ever in our 24 years that you have made it to the finals. What a team. You have made history. Savannah, tell us your secret. How did you do so well this season?
Well, we just had a lot of studying, and we had encouragement from our sponsor, Dr. Angele, and a lot of teamwork.
And your sponsor is a tremendous woman. She was out here earlier, and she's giving them pep talks, and I know how hard she has worked with you all season long. Did you have any alternates on your team?
Yes, we had Abraham Diallo.
And Abraham, he is an integral part of this team, and he'll be out in a few moments so you can meet him and Dr. Angeli as well. Savannah, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you hope to do someday?
I aspire to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a singer.
And you have all, if you had to pick one, and I know that's a very hard thing, what would you choose?
Well, singing because it's my passion. So.
And I know you sing in your spare time, don't you?
Yes.
Where do you sing?
Well, I sing at school, home, and I sing at church. Wonderful.
Well, you seem to be a very happy person, and people who sing can't help but be happy, I think, most of the time. You're playing a very nice game. You keep it up. Dwayne, nice to have you back. You're not a singer, I don't believe, but you're a musician, aren't you?
Yes.
Tell us about your musical talents.
I played the piccolo and I played the flute. I've been playing for years. I'm first chair in my band. I once was in honor band a couple of months ago. And
you got a lot of stage presence. I can see you up there in the first chair, and you're used to being looked at by people. This is just different. Now, tell me about what you want to do when you get older.
I want to become an accomplished musician.
Yeah, so you're doing all the right things. If you could have your dream, where would you play?
I would like to play like crosses and stuff, like in different countries.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you could be part of like a traveling troupe. I know in the service, you know, if you're part of the Marines or the Army, they travel. You can be in the band there too, and you can travel that way. So keep that in the back of your thoughts there. Ina, nice to have you here. Tell me how you come by all your science knowledge, because you're such a good player.
I read and watch TV.
Wonderful. And you'd like to be a professor someday, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Of literature. So obviously you're a reader, and readers do so well on our program all the time. What's your favorite kind of book?
Fiction.
Fiction, very good. All right. Keep up your good work in the second half here. Let's go over to Kenmoor. The winningest school in Science Bowl history. 7 championships in 24 years. All of these young men have been here before, and they've always acquitted themselves so very well. And some of you might have seen their picture in the Gazette newspaper. They played in the National Science Bowl, the middle school division, and Michelle Obama visited the set and congratulated all of them. So congratulations on that. Vishnu, tell us about Kenmoor. Who's your principal?
Mrs. Maha Fudley.
Yes, and she's out there rooting for you. And the sponsor of your team?
Miss Emily Moore.
Miss Emily Moore, and this is her first year. So she stepped into a tradition, and boy, did she step up well, because you're doing so well here. Vishnu wants to be the President of the United States. Nothing big, you know, he has very minor ambitions over there. Great young man, has won a number of awards in his school career here. And where do you see yourself going next after Kenmoor?
I'm going to Roosevelt
Yeah.
for high school, science and tech, but after that, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. I think you can write your own ticket, Vishnu, so always great to have you on our program. Ahmed, always good to have you back here as well, looking good in your sweater over there, and you've been on our program many times. What's your strength? You know, everybody brings a certain strength to Science Bowl.
I really like physics and Dateline science because I like to keep up with documentaries and things these days.
That's great. And what do you see yourself doing someday?
I'm not completely sure yet, but I know I want to be in some field of science.
Yeah. Well, we wish you luck, and you'll be successful whatever you try. And Alex, a very accomplished young man, so well-spoken. Alex, I think the world is your oyster as well. What would you like to do someday?
I'm not exactly sure my field, but I know it's some field of engineering, and I am definitely striving to make an impact on human life. Absolutely. We all want someone to remember what we did here, right? And you're certainly a wonderful young man and a good student. Always nice to have you back. All right, let's get back into our game. Drew Freeman, 65, Kenmoor, 155. Lots of points to give away. Good luck, teams. Start us out. Vishnu.
Body systems for 10.
Body systems for 10 points. Teams, when giving CPR, sometimes emergency medical technicians get so violent that they break what bones? What bones do they break, Kenmoor?
Sternum.
Not the sternum. No, they don't break the sternum. Drew Freeman, sometimes CPR can be so violent that what bones get broken?
Your trachea.
Not your trachea, your ribs, the ribs that are attached to the sternum. The sternum is the one that they're compressing atop. It would be very rare that they would break that, but it would be a possibility. But broken ribs is a real hazard. Again, green.
Dateline science for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. Teams, there was so much reporting during the Haiti earthquake that we heard very little about what other catastrophic event. Drew Freeman.
Chile.
Ooh, not quite. Not quite. Kenmoor, we heard so much about the Haiti earthquake that we didn't hear so much about what catastrophic event that was caused by the Haiti earthquake.
A tsunami?
A tsunami, absolutely right. It wasn't large, but it did occur, and it did flood some of the nearby villages there to Port-au-Prince. Go green. Nice try there, Savannah. Get them next time.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. Teams, if you do something wrong, but you don't get punished very much, you've gotten a slap on the what, Drew Freeman?
Wrist.
Wrist, that's right, a slap on the wrist. Oh, I got off easy. Go red.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25. Big one in that category, teams. Paleobotany is the study of plants. Kenmoor?
Ancient plants in history.
Ancient plants?
Fossils.
Absolutely right. That's what we are. They are fossilized and dead plants. You got it. You nailed it for 25. Green.
Green things for 15.
Green things, 15 points. Teams, your question is as follows. What same word describes an undeveloped plant inside a seed? Kenmoor? Yes, sir.
A fruit?
Not a fruit. Drew Freeman, what same word describes an undeveloped plant within a seed and a developing human being inside of a uterus?
Fetus. Fetus.
Not fetus. Embryo. Embryo. An embryo is what we're looking for. Good try. Go again, Green.
Zoo parade for 5.
Zoo parade for 5 points. Teams, people on the island of Komodo might want to watch the new movie. Drew Freeman?
I know it's dragon.
That's your answer. How to Train Your what? Dragon it is. All right, that's what I needed to hear. Red.
Green things for 20.
Green things for 20 points. Teams, back in 1947, Kon-Tiki was a raft that took 6 people from Peru to Polynesia across the Pacific. It was made of what lightweight? Kenmoor.
Bamboo.
Good try. Good try. Drew Freeman. That Kon-Tiki raft that carried those people across the Pacific, it was made of what lightweight B-initialed wood that is very familiar to anyone that has made a model airplane?
Just if it's closer.
Balsa.
Say it, Ina.
Balsa wood.
Balsa wood it is. That's what I want to hear. Yes, indeed. Good. Red.
Let's get physical for 25.
Let's get physical for 25 points. Teams, putting rock salt onto an icy road is very damaging to the concrete. Sodium chloride is not great. But if you have a chloride that is made with CaK, Kenmoor?
Which one damages less? Ca, calcium.
Calcium.
And?
Chloride.
Calcium chloride.
Calcium chloride.
And?
Potassium?
That's what I want to hear. Calcium chloride, potassium chloride. The other one was Mg, magnesium chloride. I was going to ask you to give me 2 of the 3. You jumped in there. A tribute to your skills. Go Green.
Science potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. Teams, probably the greatest monster ever was this artificial man created by Mary Shelley. Who was it, Savannah?
Frankenstein.
Yes. Frankenstein, the bride of Frankenstein. All of them. They were great. Go Red.
Dateline science for 25.
Dateline for 25 points. Back in 1800, the Italian Alessandro Volta made a pile of copper. Kenmoor.
Battery.
He made a battery. That's right. Copper and zinc and wet cardboard generated an electrical current. He is credited with the first battery. Nicely done. Green.
Let's get physical for 5.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, this brightest planet is known as both the evening star and the morning star. The brightest planet. Kenmoor.
Venus.
Venus. Yes. Good. Go.
Dateline science for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. Teams, they just discovered, scientists did, that King Tut died because he was bitten. Drew Freeman.
Scorpion?
He might have been, but that didn't do him in. Kenmoor, King Tut apparently was bitten at least once by an Anopheles mosquito, because what disease could have killed him?
Malaria.
Malaria, that's right. Good comeback there. All right, you helped him out there, Savannah. Go, Vishnu.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, the famed botanist Luther Burbank, he came up with a transparent blackberry, a potato that still bears his name, and a kind of cactus that cattle can eat because the cactus doesn't have any what? Kenmoor.
Spines.
Spines, right. A spineless cactus so they can be munched on. What an idea. Go Green.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. All right, come on, Drew Freeman. Let's jump back in here. Teams, if a chemical ends with the letters A, S, E, that most likely is what kind of catalyst that we find in our digestive system? Kenmoor.
Enzyme.
An enzyme. Enzymes usually end in A, S, E. Lipase, amylase. Go. Green.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. Teams, the left and right-hand side of your brain has the same name as what divisions that we divide the Earth into? Kenmoor?
Hemispheres.
Hemispheres. Northern and southern hemisphere, eastern and western hemisphere. Go.
Let's get physical for 20.
Let's get physical for 20 points. Teams, your question is as follows. When bacteria convert lactose to lactic acid, it causes this substance to turn sour and curdle. Kenmoor.
Milk.
Milk, yes, as in lactose intolerance and lactic acid. LAC is always a tip-off for a milk answer. Green.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points, teams. In India, there is a new car, a $2,200 itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny yellow car. Kenmoor?
Tata Nano.
It is indeed the Tata Nano. Yes, I was going to ask you, what is the prefix that means 1 billionth, and you knew it. Good. 2 questions left. Yes, sir.
Body systems for 25.
Body systems, 25 points, teams. When your body has finished digesting this kind of food, the amino acids that result are absorbed through your small intestine. Come on, Drew Freeman. What kind of food
Protein.
ends up, again?
Protein.
You got it. Absolutely right. That's why I like you, Dwayne. You're always in there. Last question of the game, Zoo Parade for 25. Here it is, teams. The only bird that is the member of the order Apteryx, A-P-T-E-R-Y-X, is this small nocturnal bird that is the national symbol of New Zealand.
Owl.
A puffin.
No, not an owl, not a puffin. Kenmoor, this national symbol of New Zealand, the only member of the bird Apteryx, a small nocturnal bird. Can you name it?
Nocturnal bird.
It is the kiwi. The kiwi was our answer there. And with that, we come to the end of our championship match. Kenmoor has done it. We'll be back to give the trophies out in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back. We hope you enjoyed this game as much at home as we did here in the studio. What a fitting finale to a wonderful year. 6 outstanding players and then some. Let's meet the alternates as well. Our final tally today is Drew Freeman, 125, Kenmoor, 355. For the 8th time, Kenmoor County champions. Congratulations, Ahmed and Vishnu and Alex and all of our alternates back there. If you could wave to everybody, and Miss Savercole and Miss Moore. Congratulations. What a debut you made. This is your first year ever doing this, and what a year you had. Let's see some smiles over here. I don't have to ask them. These guys are naturally happy. Ina and Savannah and Dwayne, for a first ever appearance, you did splendidly, and I want to see you and your school back here many more times. Congratulations. They're all holding the books that we gave all of our players from the National Audubon Society. Dr. Angili, congratulations. Abraham, wonderful having you here as well. And to present the trophy to the winning school, Kenmoor, our honor today to have school board member Pat Fletcher. Pat, thank you so much for being here. I know you're proud. Both these schools are in your district.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I feel like it's Christmas today. I want to first say to Drew Freeman that you all had put Drew Freeman on the map, and you should be extremely proud of yourselves, of your school, and in particular of your sponsor. And I want to present to the winner of the Science Bowl Middle Edition 2010 on behalf of Prince George's County Board of Education and the Science Bowl. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher. Thank you, guys. You are all the best. The elite of Prince George's County Public Schools, and we thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on another edition of Science Bowl, the elementary finals. We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.